This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Good evening and welcome
News says
to
Gen Z is
Northview
struggling.
High School.
I've got
for
news for
tonight's
them.
I wait
season
tables.
opener of the
But last week, I built a field
2023
hospital.
season
I
for
put out a
Indiana
forest
High School
fire.
football. Hello,
I stopped
friends.
1,000 attackers.
Indiana Sports Network special broadcast, our high school football game of the week, alongside Mr. Brock Miller. I'm Walter Gordon, and boy, Brock, it's a you talk about picturesque. What a great night for football. There's lots of blue skies, no chance of rain, and boy, we got ourselves a season opener here tonight.
I think Terre Haute North has some revenge on their on their mind tonight, Walt.
Yeah, you know, when you look at, the way things went last year, of course, the Terre Haute North Patriots losing in this contest at home. That's something that, the school from the north side of Terre Haute is not used to losing to Northview in football.
And not
especially
just
not at home.
losing. It was 48-28, Walt. I think anyone that watched that game, the final score, 20 points, it didn't feel like that. That game was out of hand from about 5 to 6 minutes in.
Yes.
I know Terre Haute North remembers that, so they're going to come out inspired this evening here at Northview.
And you look at Coach Blundell is now his second year at the helm of Terre Haute North, 3-7 in his first season, and looking to really build his culture, the program, the way he wants to. Of course, Terre Haute North had a very few coaches when you look at high school football, and of course Coach Staley and Coach Barrett being there both for quite some time. But now Coach Blundell filling some large shoes, and like I said, you want to remember the traditions of the past, but also forge your own destiny.
Absolutely. Year two, Coach Blundell comes in with a senior-laden team, returning almost all their starters. Just kind of checking the previous records. 2013, Terre Haute North joined Conference Indiana. They have not seen a winning record since that 2013 team that I believe made it to semi-state. They had several D1 signees.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Coach Blundell, with this group he has currently, not saying they're going to make it to semi-state or anything, but I do think that Coach Blundell and the Patriots probably have winning on their mind this year. I don't think that they plan to go to Bloomington North and play Bloomington South. I think they plan to beat those teams this year.
And when you look at the Northview Knights, Northview, of course, Coach Raids now in his 10th year here at the helm at Northview. Seems like year in and year out, the Northview Knights are winning conference championships here in football, and then also challenging championships. Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South lost to Northview last year. You look at rivalry. You have Terre Haute North going to have to look at things a little bit differently. Now, that we have, the bi-county rivalry, building on that success.
Yeah,
also.
if you look the last 5 years, it's 2-3. So Terre Haute North, that entire 25 years. It's kind of expected now when these two teams meet that it's going to be a little bit closer. Look at location in terms of the Terre Haute North and Northview. They're as close as Clay City is to Northview. So location-wise, these two schools can drive depending on traffic.
And that proximity helps to build this rivalry. A lot of fans.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look both ways for cars.
No cars.
Build something for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/.
If you're around right here at Northview High School.
I would say in the Wabash Valley this evening, Walt, this has to be the biggest matchup. I'm sure that the most number of people will be here. Offensively, in terms of what we're going to see from these a lead back role where he was kind of waiting in the shadows. He played a lot. He played a lot last year, but I would say we're going to see Amir run the ball 15 to 20 times, and Kyle
Way your screen getting in a few moments.
Uniforms, Walt, for the Patriots, are those new?
I have not
silver
seen those
helmet.
before, and I like them.
They have the stars and stripes. They're looking good tonight.
Yes,
they're looking.
I noticed that the first thing when I saw came on the field, I saw the new uniforms. I'm like,
Are similar, but
talk about the Terre Haute North Patriots senior quarterback, a senior-laden team. but when you return this many offensive skill position players, you expect big things on the offense.
You expect this almost immediately.
Right back after the moment.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
For those with mental illnesses,
treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstad, owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's
Farmer, work in a factory, or just work in your backyard, you need the benefits of chiropractic care. Shaw Chiropractic is located in the Kroger Strip Mall in Brazil. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael Shaw, your friends.
See both teams on the field.
Gabe Stockrum, we got some other last year, Josh Whitmarsh, Dalton Simmons. So everybody working together, up to speed, getting used to varsity level speed. So, we're just going to see where we're at against a very good team, maybe one of the best. I feel like they still got to go out and play and in their first game tomorrow.
Once again, kickoff, Northview receive. Amir Holman. One of the gentlemen back to
and the freshman Josiah Bennett is back for the Knights. Wade, he's electric. If the freshman gets the ball, he can move a little bit.
And the freshman, and they did. Fielded at around the 20-yard line and tripped up as he crosses the 30. A good, decent starting field position for the Northview Knights.
You'll take that, 35. You're saying before the game, they're up front, and when your team returns the linemen, probably the biggest part of football and the most overlooked part of football. They're going to be fine up front, so the Knights will be okay tonight. We're going to see
drawing a lot of.
As we were talking during the Jamboree, Walt, this Patriots defense, they're tall, they're long. You have number 29, Millington at safety, standing 6'3".
Yeah, a big boy.
They have several basketball players.
The sophomore, offensively, like you mentioned, the play was there. Hopefully. Sturm, we'll see him on punt returns, kickoff returns, and of course in the backfield as that young man you talked about. One of the guys who's going to have the ball in his hands quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's explosive when he gets track him down just a little bit, but if he gets in the open, he can go.
Not that time as he's wrapped up in the backfield for a negative play. Finishing the play off was Dalton Simmons.
The house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really..." But Riddell was there, our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
And the Northview Knights come back, and our first flag.
I assume here shortly, Walt, we will see some design run for quarterback Kyle Kati.
On that first possession.
Drop and run really have to respect the pass. So for quarterback Kyle Kati,
on that first possession,
drop and run really have to respect the pass. So I think that was a good first decision there for Kyle.
5-yard penalty by the Patriots makes this a little easier. And there's your.
The Knights very rarely will go under center. We will see them in gun the vast majority of the evening.
This offensive line, this running back, this
power
coach.
Running game.
So.
I think the other team, you let them through.
So far.
Tight for the Knights. Kati in the gun with Holman to his left.
Here comes more pressure. Free 5 yards.
Yep, they stay in gun. Again, twins to the right.
Kati, Holman. Piece of running, very patient, going through the hole. Got about 5-6 yards.
Move that ball. Wait until the Patriots get a little greedy, put 8 in the box, and Mark will take his shots.
A lot of time here.
Two freshmen out wide for the Knights, so you love to see that. I'd like to see Josiah a little bit farther up on the formation here, but that's okay. Oh, he's in motion.
Boy, it could have been offside once again. Got the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be first down, right?
Robbins back in for the Knights.
Drive is taking now, 4 minutes?
Absolutely.
4+ minutes.
Get the clock churning. The Knights did get the ball first, so coming out of halftime, the Patriots will have it.
Clay, but Is there a reason why the hole was that big?
Even with the flag, though, you see someone ripping off 30-yard runs. That is not good for you.
And remember, folks, that was on 1st and 5.
Yeah.
So even with that being a big penalty.
1st and 12.
Yeah.
So really just
you're
kind of evened out.
Exactly. You're really almost just a shade behind having your original down a distance of 10 yards. So.
Again, twins to the right.
Donald Dean and maybe Richardson was in there as well. I think Donald Dean will get credited for that tackle. Dean, a 6'3", 205-pound senior, big size. I saw him with his helmet off. I'm like, man, that's a big boy.
67, Mason D'Souza is 5'9", 290. So up front for the Patriots, they do have some size. Sometimes you can get a little worn out. I tend to wonder, you run 12-play drives, your defense will get tired.
Man coverage near side.
Ball, but if he keeps it high and tight, like I said, we're going to see 1 and 2, 30 rushes combined for sure. I'd take the over on that.
1st and 10 for Patriots, 14-yard line. Hands on hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands on hips right now. This is right now almost an 8-minute.
Yeah, I don't know the play count, but we're getting close to double digits.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Finds his hole, looks for the end zone and finds it. Touchdown, Northview Knights.
That was easy down.
Truck or SUV, York has your best deal.
Online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time while I work.
On the clock, and here
Knights, they're warm.
Sophomore.
School and at younger ages. He was
back for the second on the Indiana Sports Network.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
But last week at hospital,
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Street.
We look for ways for cars.
No cars. I'm on.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
From their own 29-yard line, this is their second drive of the game, looking to try to get things
yards. So let's see. I think we know what the Knights want to do right here, Walt.
Absolutely.
We're going to see a lot of 1, a 2, and if the Patriots do not stop.
Wrinkle.
No.
Senior Donald Dean, a great tackle to stop that play.
The 6'3", 2 of Dean to have several 6'1" players or higher on that defense.
Bennett out. And we change the freshman.
Aiden Robbins, the senior, number 28,
ball's on the
fumbled
ground.
snap. Kati trying to make something out of nothing here. Great tackle there by number 22, Donovan Wright.
And
sometimes it can become a psychological thing where the snap starts to get botched, and then, it seems like hopefully they can clean that up here. Let's see what the Knights have here on 3rd and 9.
The whistles are blown. We're going to officials timeout. Look at a little equipment. See what it looked like. The shotgun, and just as you said, rolling.
Stepped up there.
Up the middle. Can he make a man miss? Oh, what a stiff arm.
By Kati.
Easy first down. Try to stiff arm. Was tackled by Donovan.
Respect the pass because his arm's strong.
You monitor your screen. He start through the hole and stopped.
One summer under his belt, kind of running the show at running back for the Knights. He's been working out hard, and you can tell it's paying off. It's unfortunate that
the spot penalty. I'm here also, making a little money in the local grocery store in Terre Haute. So, just got a school with Kati.
High school football nowadays, your quarterback's going to run the ball. Kyle might run it more than a typical. Quarterback, even compared to Carpenter. We haven't seen Bryson run it yet, and that he's more than capable. But I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about Kyle holding it like a loaf of bread and then poking.
By the Northview Knights, I think was that Perry out there.
By the freshman.
With a box out of sorts.
He's a basketball player.
Going to high point that ball.
He's a basketball player.
And Terre Haute. Again, and look at home.
Really easy when Imig gets the ball right now. He's being so patient, sidestepping the would-be defenders. The line are able to get on their blocks, and, so far, I don't remember the score exactly at halftime last year, but the Knights would feel really good to score here, and maybe get the 2-point, go up 14-0 on the Patriots. Another year in a row.
Yeah. Holman to the right, and here comes
for the touchdown.
What a block
here.
on the touchdown! Not get touched from 19 yards out. You have to worry about Holman.
I mean, Walt, you could see at 15 yards, before he even crossed the 15-yard line, you could tell he was going to score. Great block by Gabriel Stockram, blocked exactly who he needed to. Kyle cuts off his butt. That's easy. Field goal, I don't know, that was a little funky. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, at some point during the season, you're going to need a field goal kicker. So, we'll see.
Sure.
See how we do things.
Let's see.
High snap. Here comes Kati.
Easy. I would do that every single time.
Yep.
Mental illnesses.
Treatment work.
Really, right now, Walt, the only positive the Patriots have had is the fact that they get the ball after halftime.
Jaden Wade. No, I'm sorry, Dean. That was Dean. Donald Dean stripped up going through the hole.
You're right. It was
Wade.
You're
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Jaden had a hole there. They definitely – Coach Blundell needs to get his quarterback involved in the game.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Is what I would do, but I don't coach high school football.
And it doesn't mean he has to run every time, but you got to have the ball in his hands.
Would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Strong throw to the out. Good coverage, but trying to tackle was Blundell, not able to do so. Nice strong throw by Carpenter. You got to remember, folks, this is a young man that plays shortstop for the baseball team, pitches as well. Very strong arm behind center.
Several three-sport athletes for the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think Sturm's a basketball track kid. I think Wade's a basketball track.
He got some room. Good block. Chopped him down right at the first line. Yarker.
Lee.
Going to be, let's see what they say here.
About 3rd and
Very
1 or
short.
2.
1.
Huge play here, Walt.
This is I hate to say must, but I'm going to say with a lowercase m with very small font.
Sure. If they don't get the first down here, the Knights get the ball and they score. You're down 21-0. You do not.
He did get chopped down going into the end zone, so
that's pretty deflating for the Patriots.
No doubt. After that long run, Northview thought they had an angle on him, and he turned on the Jets. We talked about him having track speed.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sturm can fly. He gets in the open field. He's a serious problem.
Same play. Nope. Blocked. And here comes some running lane for
Smart play by
Carpenter,
Bryson.
and he gets out of bounds, like you said.
Yep.
Smart play.
Yep. Just moves on to the next play. I mean, there wasn't any lanes to kind of cut back. There's no reason.
Quarterback to do is avoid that. Sturm waiting for him. Short of the first down. Good job by the Northview interior.
Tackle there by number 63, Dakota Mackey. Assume they're going to look for 5 down the field
at some point.
But it looks like Imir's
miscommunication. They're in trouble. Miscommunication
out here by Carpenter.
Looking, going
looks
back
like he's
far
take
side.
off.
He's got room, folks. He's got the 40. He's going to look for the sideline. He does once again. Long season, a long game.
As well, Walt. I think given the situation, I think maybe Bryson would keep the moving. I honestly think that's probably why he's getting out of bounds right now.
I've seen him do it and this is not him being adverse to contact.
Sure.
I think this is self-preservation, knowing how important you are to your team.
Sure.
Northview Knights showed maybe a little pressure, and now see how Terre Haute North responds. 5 on the shot clock. 5 on the play clock.
Same
I
thing.
wish we had a shot clock in basketball.
Me
around
too.
Here.
Me too.
Knights take a timeout.
Seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're providing.
National Bank has helped us grow.
Coverage, and Sturm should never be devoid of defender.
Just a quick little, I think a little flood trio there by the Patriots. Sturm out there in the deep flats. He was wide open, Walt.
So when Sturm is that wide open, you know it's a busted coverage. So somebody did not go the right way. Sturm getting a very well-deserved break.
Number 22, Donovan Wright, stepping in. He stepped in a couple plays there in the Jamboree and looked good. I assume they might get Wright involved right away.
Quite possible.
The sophomore, Jace Deakins, you know, he's always getting there first. He doesn't always make the first tackle, but he's
making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
Your all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one deal.
Shop online at
get back to weight, so they were about
aggressive, try to keep
when you lose a Division I, you know, quarterback.
Right there to get on the board.
Number 2, senior Will Blundell with the touchdown catch for the Patriots.
So a 14-yard pitch and catch. You know, the interesting thing about that, Brock, you had 2 receivers right in that same area. Sturm was headed right to Blundell. So I don't know if it was exactly as diagrammed and as practiced is exactly what the Patriots needed.
They got that touchdown back when Sturms got called back. You know, that was deflating for the Patriots, but you like to see them respond, bring it back down, and put it in the end zone.
Speaking of bringing it back down, a high snap brought down for Button. He makes it anyway. 14-7. High snap brought down for Button. He makes it anyway. 14-7, 2:18 to go before halftime. Right back over this on the Indiana Sports Network.
News says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster. The stronger we become.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
So a 10-play drive results in 7 points with the Patriots, and I'm telling you, Brock, they needed that badly.
They needed it real badly. Coming out of halftime, if they can stop the Knights here, they get the ball back, and we've got ourselves a great ball game. Back deep is Amir Holman and this freshman, number 34, Josiah Bennett.
We'll see if he can get a block. He has a little bit of a hole. It closes.
Goes down, it cools down a little bit. They settle into the ball game, and I
would love a 3-and-out.
Inside handoff to Holman.
No 3-and-out here. One play, first down.
Now you want to see the Knights start to move with a little bit of urgency if they're trying to put it in the end zone. Once the chains are set, the clock's going to go. So it looks like the Knights are on the ball. They're ready to go as soon as that.
Holman breaks off another one.
So that stops the clock. Until those chains get set, it'll stop. So, you know, if the Knights can chunk off 10 yards a run, if they need to, they can run the ball into the end zone with about 5 or 6 plays.
How about the balance of Holman?
He's been working hard, you can tell.
Now from the 40-yard line,
Amir is a junior.
High snap, Holman once again.
Is a junior.
High snap, Holman once again. Looking, gets wrapped up. Great job by the Terre Haute North interior line. They needed that right there. They're going to give a whistle, blowing the play dead, and a timeout for the Northview Knights. They've got one left. We'll be right back. 1:23 to go, first half.
If somebody's kind of on the fence of going into a recruiting office or just reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses right now, upwards to about 2% of tuition.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look for ways for cars.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Second down and 10 from the 40-yard line after the timeout. Kati, here comes the pass.
Looking for the screen.
Deep.
What a throw.
Nice throw. Oh, my gosh, you have to catch that ball. You absolutely have to catch that ball. It's a second drop. Avery Perry, a second drop tonight. Not both by Perry, but your quarterback puts it on you like that. You got to catch it.
Yeah, that's left hash across the field. About a 45-yard throw there on a rope.
And an injury right here as one of the Patriots is getting 10-2. We're going to step aside quickly for an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact. Work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to?
I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Looked like the Patriot being tended to is Jonathan Millington. He's had to be helped off the field, and hopefully he gets to the trainer's area.
Looks like
and
a timeout.
now we're going to get a timeout by the
Patriots.
Patriots, as we're going to keep this one right here, Brock. And when you look at 1:11 to go on the clock, 3rd down and 10 for the 40-yard line. The Knights, this is a pivotal play. I'm going to tell you, this is I think just our second year working together. I'm a big proponent of punting it. High school kickers typically can't punt 50 yards.
Sure.
So even if your line of scrimmage is 35-yard line, you're to try to pin them inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
So punt the doggone ball and try to pin them back. So
now, if you put it in the end zone and then now they're at the 20, then it's like, well, maybe you should have just went for it. Yeah. So maybe. So I don't know. We'll see how they handle it. I have a feeling maybe they drop Kyle back to pass here, and maybe he tries to find a lane. Hopefully he can do what Bryson was doing, though, and get out of bounds clock, even more so than just resetting the chains if he were to get a first down.
Holman to his right. Here comes man. A high snap again. He gets it down. He's scrambling. Does he have room? He looking for a block. He finds a block. No flag on the play. Tiptoes down the sideline. Goes out of bounds. Big play for Northview offense. I'm thinking, okay,
yeah,
this is big, but
just another 20-yard run by Kyle Kati.
We talked about games in which both Kati and Holman have 100 yards rushing this season.
It looks like
I'm not saying this game, folks. Don't get me wrong, but there will be multiple games this season.
If Imir's runs weren't called back, I'm telling you, we'd be close. Patient there by Kati. He's strong for a high schooler.
He's very strong. Get slammed to the ground at the end. At the end zone. Headed toward the concession stand there.
Choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really..."
And gets pushed out of bounds by the aforementioned Sutherland. So 26 seconds to go. The Patriots will have a few plays with which to work. They've got a couple of timeouts. I think they have 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Ball spotted around the 37-yard line. And a lot of clock.
That's a hold.
Now down to 16 seconds, and it's going to be an infraction on the Patriots.
I think they got number 19 Sam Glotzbach on the hold there on Gabriel Stockram.
Millington, we talked about with the injury, he's on the sideline trying to work his way back into the game. Go to the half, and that's probably a wise decision after that penalty with 16 seconds on the 80 yards to go.
You got
I hear you.
Receiver.
I hear you.
All right.
You make a great point, actually. You actually sound like me. That's what I would have said if she was
take a couple shots there. No big deal.
I
so
agree. halftime is upon us, and the Northview Knights have a 2-touchdown lead. We'll step aside for a few commercials and come back with a halftime show right after this on the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior
I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you, because our organization, we look for students.
Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us.
Respond.
Had to kind of feel their way through those first couple of drives, maybe some jitters. But boy, when you start to find what works, especially for the Northview Knights, they found that running game, that 1-2 punch, if you will.
Quite literally, number one,
yes.
number two, and we talked about that before the game.
Those two that I can remember. So
Josiah Bennett has ran it a couple times on a few end rounds, but unless the Patriots can stop that running game, it's just going to be difficult to make up this difference. The clock is just going to continue to run, barring first downs. Their defense is going to continue to be tired, so they have to get some stops here in the second half. Some 3-and-outs are pivotal. You give up some plays over the top, you have to live with that. Although I will say I think Kyle has looked pretty good throwing the ball a bit over 88's head. This last throw he had from the left hash over here to the numbers is just that's not a throw that a lot of high schoolers are making. It's an incredibly strong arm. Accuracy sometimes is what it is, but arm strength-wise, in what you're saying in terms of stacking the box, he will make you pay over the top. So when the time comes, we got to make those catches.
And halftime is upon us. 21-7. The Knights are on top of the Patriots. We'll step aside for first break on our halftime show. Come back with more stats and analysis, and maybe give you a peek of the Northview Marching Knights for the first time this season. We'll be right back.
It could be anyone.
By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, and pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Back at Northview High School as is halftime, and typically high school games at halftime, or just football in halftime, means a time for the ball.
Several hours.
But, you got to learn that drill. Marching band season is upon us, and so that's just what we have. It is what it is.
It's not easy out there in the heat during the scorching part of the summer.
Yep.
So the Knights are always working hard.
And but finding a way to get the ball into number 5 hands, Jaden Wade.
Absolutely. So we'll see when they come out here after halftime. It looked like that third series, they kind of let Bryson go, started throwing the ball around the yard a little bit. He was sneaking around, making some runs. So I assume we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see Bryson settle in this second half, and I bet he does some special things here in this third.
Tremendous talent, an athlete, 3-sport athlete. And if he had time, he could probably do a couple of more.
He could probably play tennis for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised to swing a golf. And kids like that, athletes like that, pretty much whatever you pick up, it kind of becomes an appendage.
The number 5 does not get loose over the top. We talked about that before the game, when you said, we could have 120 yards, and I just said, well, he could have 120 yards as long as he doesn't have 2 touchdowns. So moving the chains is going to happen when you play a good team, but this Knights defense has always been but don't break. It's so rare for them to be out of position, and with Dennis and his experience, and it's tough for any team that comes in here. And I know that the Knights, if they get this win, they're going to be thinking hard about Owen Valley as they have a bit of a revenge game coming up on their schedule.
Same thing as this. You look at Owen Valley coming in very well. Came here last year, put a thumping on Northview. That was their
back. So we'll see. That's going to be a great matchup, Week 5 here on Indiana Sports Network.
When you look at other, then you know that your program is on the right track. You're bringing up kids. So the quarterback that they have right now, I know the guy at Purdue, but whoever the quarterback is right now, I'm sure is pretty decent.
Yeah, if the South Braves.
West Vigo Vikings, their new coach, trying to get us a program, and it's going to be a tough one there, and it's a tough one as well. Linton all over Park Heritage right now.
Coach Oliver, the former Northview teacher as well, he's done a great job taking over there at Linton. It's tradition rich though. It's every sport, baseball, basketball. It doesn't matter right now. At Linton, they're good. They take everything seriously. Those kids work hard, and 42-0 at halftime is that's a beating.
It is.
The
good thing is that you have the last few years else.
Yep.
Just had the running clock, and I wish we had that when Terre Haute North and South were in the doggone MIC.
Yeah.
Where was the running clock then?
To compare those North and South teams pre-2013 to, not to disparage the teams that they're playing now, but I mean there were 2,500 kids going and playing against schools with 5,000. It's just I never really even understood how they got in there, but now
all over the place, and we'll try to keep abreast on some of these scores. Northview's on the field. Terre Haute North will be on the field momentarily, and I know that when they come on the field, they're going to give them extra 3 minutes after the 2 minutes that we have on the clock right now, as if no one has a
15
watch
minutes.
or knows when 15 minutes is over.
The Patriots, they need to put the ball in the end.
We'll step aside for our last break in our halftime show. Come back with the second half. 2 more quarters down to come, and this game will be decided hopefully at the end of those 2 quarters. We'll be right back after this message on the Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do, and then for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 6 in stock, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com, and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army.
Big thank you to our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors that we have each and every game. Our presenting sponsor, the Indiana Army National Guard, Farm Bureau Insurance with Michael Bonomo, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and a big thank you to Ron Summers with the pregame interview with Coach Rates. Great day to my left. Always good to see Amy has been with us at Indiana Sports Network for longer than I have. So definitely helps us out here. And so they did put 3 more minutes on the clock. Brock, that's one thing that I absolutely hate, but I just
locker room is out here. I highly doubt they allow that anymore. But I think just due to the
put
walk
18
or
minutes
whatever.
on the clock then.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody cares about my soapbox. They want to hear us, talk about the game.
Talk about how the Patriots really need to score a touchdown right here.
You mentioned getting the ball first at this half. Big for the Patriots.
Yeah, they need to let Carpenter throw it around a little bit, get in a rhythm.
Whatever it is.
He's pointing to the back of his knee, which you don't ever like to see that. You don't ever like to see that. So, I'm sure the pantry is probably loaded for the Patriots, so they'll bring in another 6'2" athlete, and I don't know that he's going to be at north end zone. It doesn't be all 100 of those people in here. So
it's a great attendance in here. Both the Northview fans are packed. There's a lot of North folks over here. We knew it was going to be like this. A lot of staff and faculty from both schools in attendance. And
vicinity-wise, I don't know for sure mileage, but it has to be about as close to Terre Haute North as it is to Clay City. I feel like the drive is certainly shorter.
I would agree. One thing that I noticed when Terre Haute North came back onto the field for the second half, they were hit on the ball. But we've seen ball on the ground twice. I think once for each team, both times you're able to get on the ball and try to advance it. So
couple snap issues there for the Knights, but
yes.
overall,
yes,
it's on some big plays for both teams.
More for North with the false starts. Four false starts.
Those are big. Those are big. So we'll see if they can clean it up here in this second half.
I imagine they can, and I think they will. And if not, then they'll have an interesting film
Empty
session
backfield here for the Patriots.
Forcefully by number 58, and that is big old Tommy Gilliam, junior lineman.
Talking about 58, Tommy Gilliam brings up second down.
Sullivan 14-6 over North Knox at the half. 2nd and 8 from the 30-yard.
Wide side of the field. Are we going to see Imir and Aiden Robbins switch positions? Is Imir going to just mirror Jaden Waite?
Yeah, I would hope so because, but I haven't seen Blundell do that yet. So press coverage, Imir all over Waite, looking the run. Nope, they fake it. Here comes Sturm.
No first down, though.
Close, but no.
Sticks there.
Big statement here. 4th and 2, offense on the field. Carpenter does punt. He has punted, so
well,
I would punt personally.
If they don't get this, dare I say, it's been fun. I mean,
got to get it.
It's quick punt. Nope. All right, just right
roll
out
out.
Flat real quick.
Looking, tossing downfield. Almost in.
To critique coaches. I've been a coach before, but that would look desperate, honestly, if I'm being honest with you. I like what Coach Blundell is doing with the program, but, to me, I see that as almost waving the white flag. Like, we got to score here because we can't stop you. And now they have the ball on the 30. What's it, 3 runs?
Yeah.
Unless the North defense all of a sudden steps up.
Got to bow up, yep.
So we'll see what happens here. I'm a good at jinxing things, so anything can happen in football.
High snap, Imir, and a flag. There's a flag. He has his hands on you. You typically don't get out of that grasp.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was almost unblocked there. All right, so backing him up. Yep. Coach Blundell loves to see that. And we got 1st and 20 here for the Knights. Knights. Robinson motion.
22. Here comes
counter.
Kati.
QB counter to Kati.
There's more than half of those yards. He needed 22 for the first down and got more than half. It's going to be 2nd down and, 8 maybe?
Yeah, I'll be excited to see the box score after this one.
I think he will too.
To see if Imir, if Imir's couple runs didn't get called back, I think they would both be really, really close. Kyle might be there right now.
Quite possibly. 2nd down and 9 from the 34-yard line. And they had the penalty, the hold on what was the first down run.
Twins right here for the Knights. Stockholm going back right now.
We got
something's caught, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in the face mask, possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, got to get untangled. Nobody injured, thankfully. Caden Carney down there, I think, with Imir as they try to get untangled.
3rd and short now for the Knights. Definitely 2-down territory. I don't anticipate seeing Sutherland out here to kick a field goal. Some sort of QB counter or a power on the inside here. Move the chains, get a first down, and
3rd and 2 now.
We're still seeing to the top by 1 high from this Patriots and try to get 8 in the box because, whatever's going on right now, the Knights are really strong. I mean, we've maybe had a couple tackles for loss, the Patriots have, but it seems like
Strider at 6'3". Got to handle that snap stuff.
I mean, the Knights blocking
right side running big
has been impeccable.
Opportunity for Holman and a flag late, a very late flag that you could tell the officials' disgust level by the height at which they throw their flag.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots are frustrated. Like I said, they went for it on 4th down on their own 35, on the Knights' 35.
So now it's going to be as you had the false starts in the first half, and now you can see the frustration starting to set in. The Knights chippy penalty there, not using your head, and it's going to give them first and goal now from the 7-yard line after that big penalty. This call, and it is a hold on the Knights, as I thought. So 5 yards past the line of scrimmage on a run play like that. It's kind of atypical, but it did happen, and it's going to be ball on the 12 on this first down play.
1st and 12 for the Knights. No chains out there. They got to put her in the end zone.
Ice bag is on the left knee of Milling. The chain.
The pass rolls out left. Looking to cut it.
That's a big stop for the Terre Haute North Patriots on that play. So many times so far tonight. Kati on that cutback as well that time.
Absolutely. One of the first times we've seen Kyle on a scramble be stopped for, no or negative yardage.
Terre Haute North says they have the ball. The referee is down, spotting it down.
I'd like to see them go right back to that exact same play. It was there. If they don't sack Kyle, Stockrum's crossing across the middle just like we would see Braxton Sampson do, and he was open. So, they are stacking the box. The shots, they're going to be there for.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice. We have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look for ways for cars.
No cars. All right, let's go.
But Daddy, why do you have to hold my hand?
To keep you safe. That's why we look for cars. I'm watching out for danger to keep you safe.
Daddy, who watches?
It's dumb. But this is no disrespect to Mason Sutherland. I think he does the punting duties as well. How much farther than my goodness! Oh no! What a devastating!
I mean, you could literally see Kyle's head turn.
I know.
He evaded.
Oh.
I could just hear some of the Patriots fans a little frustrated, but Kyle evaded that. That's a huge swing there. I don't know. That's not an automatic first down, is it?
Nope, still fourth down. Okay.
This is huge.
Still, it ain't 4th and 27.
No. I think we'll see some QB counter here. They have not stopped it tonight. 6 yards.
4th and goal from the 6. Top of your screen, Aiden Robbins.
Perry in tight. Let's see what we got here. Rollout.
In trouble. Going nowhere. Hemmed in. Big sack at the 20-yard line for the Patriots. As that play had disaster written all over it, the Patriots came with bad intent.
2 touchdowns.
Carpenter with the QB run goes nowhere.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm surprised Mark rolled Kyle out there. I was expecting to see Imir inside Kyle on some sort of QB counter because
that had pick 6 written all over it because it was between a couple of targets. I don't know who that was intended for.
I think number 2 Blundell on the screen. They had some blocks
they did
set up there, but execution-wise, just a little off.
So 3rd down and 11 after the defense got that big stand. Now the offense needs to extend this. Sturm! David Sturm with the box out on, I'm not sure who that was.
Like to have that one back for sure. That was a great catch there by Sturm, though. I think Imir might have lost track of the ball, to be honest with you. Sturm found maybe a.
Here comes Sturm up the middle. Good gain, 5 yards, trying to make it 6. I still think you got to find a way to get Jaden Waite the ball. You got to be a little creative. If you have Holman on him, can we get Waite in motion? Can we move him to the other side to see what Northview does? Can we put him in the back? Some kind of way, bubble screen.
I just wonder if Coach Blunt kind of okay with Imir being out of the picture on Waite and taking advantage of everything else that they might see, which is what we're kind of seeing them do. They're going opposite Imir. It seems like every time they pass, if they run it, So maybe
I
they're
got a
kind of
Division I
accepting
recruit,
that.
though. I got a Division I recruit.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't care who you have
Sure.
on him. I'm going to find a way to get him the daggone ball.
I
right?
think we're going to
Okay.
see it here. I think we're going to
Okay.
see it here.
I understand taking Imir out of the play, but
So yeah, it's one is going 5 every time, no matter where he goes. That's where we see one go. But yeah, I think Jaden Wade's probably thinking the same thing. You know, I'd like to see Carpenter take
safety
a
over
shot there,
top.
and
Safety over
they're
top.
shading that safety too. So Coach Blundell and them, they're sharp. They know what they're doing.
Carpenter looking, gets past the line of scrimmage, takes a nice
Yeah,
hit.
he got-
Referee
and the
goes
ref
down as
took
well.
one, too.
Carpenter got popped. That's the
Yeah.
first time tonight.
Gabriel Stockram there.
Brought down by number 44, Gabe Stockram. Brings up second down.
I tell you,
Line, the preparation. The kids are always where they need to be. This is a testament to Dennis Rates, and he's been around the game a while.
Wait far side. Going near side. Uh-oh, this is trouble. What a great play. Blundell fell down. That was Caden Floyd in coverage. Blundell was right there for that pass reception. It's a big play for the Patriots.
You take your matchups, Walt.
Yes.
If they're best athletes on your best athlete,
Yeah.
and you feel like your other athletes are better than the people that are guarding them, you're going to take advantage of that. And I will say, I feel like the Patriots have done a pretty good job of that. See Marlowe here on weight in the slot.
Now do you take your chance?
Well, there you go. They bumped Jaden around a little bit there. Now he's inside. They might look for him here.
Carpenter going to throw it away wisely. Had nothing doing there. Got strung out. Throw that thing away. Second down and goal from the 8. You know, you look at Holman playing two ways. You know, I don't know if he's missed a snap here tonight, to be honest with you. Playing offense, the pivotal role, but also defense as well on weight the majority of the time. Press covers near side. Going up.
Jack Butland on for the point after. Cam Baker to hold.
So
Huge
Carpenter's-
play there for
Go ahead, yeah.
the Patriots, Walt. 21-14. The Knights will get the ball back. The Patriots can get a stop. We have a new ball game. A little confidence, and they're just picking on everybody else. Any matchup they feel like they can take advantage of. Several 6'1" receivers out there for them. So they feel good about taking advantage of those. So we'll see if they get the ball back, if they continue to let Bryson try to take this game over with his arm.
Now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advantages, 401.
The all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
I guarantee it.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Patriots defense stopped the Knights on their own 8. Maybe a little something brewing here?
Absolutely. A little momentum shift.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Patriots are trying to be sneaky here. I was wondering if maybe an onside kick would come, but I'm not sure it will now. But that was a massive possession for the Patriots.
Big
kick.
boot.
Looks like Holman will
Goes to
return
Holman. Has an opportunity here. Let's see what the junior can do. Takes a big hit. I thought he might have got his bell rung too. to be honest
Knights
with you.
ball on about the 47, so absolutely great field. Ball on about the 47, so absolutely great field position. The Patriots have shot themselves in the foot several times here this evening.
Let's see what the Patriots can do defensively. Down 7, feeling a little momentum.
Inside handoff to Lee. Fresh
And
legs,
what a
running
great
very,
run.
very hard.
What
The
a great
junior
run.
Tyler Lee, a wrestler at the school. I think he does track, just plays the game. You're just seeing a lot of the linemen on the second level getting up on linebackers. When you see your linemen 6-7 yards down the field making blocks, it's going to be a long day for the other team. Lee looks like he's going to stay in for the night.
First down.
The stop there at the line of scrimmage. Gain of none. Oh, looks like they give
down to 9. Kati, shotgun. Looking for a lane. Left side. Hold that ball, and it's going to be a
hold there on the Knights.
Oh, my. We've seen a lot of holds tonight. More flags than I would like to see. Especially since I haven't had dinner yet.
Kids getting tired. You know, just reaching, grabbing for the jersey.
Right.
Making sure just to make the block. You get a little tired. You got to start thinking about those things.
You know, you talk about discipline. You talk about staying with your training over the summer, which you've worked in.
Sure. Temperature-wise, it's not too bad. It's cooled down quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it looks like this
as the Northview
for good-looking linebackers for the Patriots. 6 foot, 200+ pounds. I'm telling you, I think this team is gonna make some noise in Conference Indiana this year.
You know, when you look at, oh boy, that could be big, Brock, as we see that unfold. 29 seconds to go, third quarter. We'll be
here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell helps small business owners and friends since 1885.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Third and 19 with 29 seconds to go here, and another flag.
Third and 24.
Oh, my goodness.
False start against Northview.
Just too many flags both ways. I don't care what team. They are just really hurting themselves with these penalties. If you're Northview, you don't want to give Terre Haute North life.
But look at that box, man. There's no one over the top. There's literally no one over the top.
Here comes pressure. End of 3 quarters, 21-14. Knights up 7. North will have the ball as we come back for quarter number 4.
Your all-pro running back, Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest.
FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
Indiana Sports Network. This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Punt team is on the field for the Northview Knights.
Damon Sturm back to return.
A shot in the arm for the Patriots.
He's scary in the open field, so let's see if he has some room.
Oh,
Grayson Moody did a great job getting down there.
This thing. They're going to have to talk about this to see exactly where to spot him.
I think that would be
not the worst thing in the world, because Sturm is a guy that you don't want in the open field.
No, you don't want to kick in the ball. Bryson Carpenter looked good at last series. Let's see if they can continue this. Jaden?
Just put down the Gatorade bottle, headed toward the coaches. So
I could be wrong. He's tall, he's long. Yeah. You start to cramp up as a 6'4" kid. It's hard to just shake that off, and it's not like something you can just play through if you start cramping. End around here to Sturm.
Northview trying to get off of blocks and couldn't do that in time to avoid giving up or down potentially.
So let's see if Blundell and company keep taking advantage elsewhere.
No safeties.
No. Tyler Lee's just here. He is back there, but yeah, I think they're anticipating run.
And there it is with Sturm. Uh-oh! What a defensive stop right there. Was he short, or did he get the surge?
I didn't think he did, but apparently he did.
Okay. The chains on that third and short.
I wish Lynn's Pharmacy was open after this so we could go get a soda from the soda fountain, but they close at like sundown, I think.
That would be nice right about now. Here comes pressure. The screen is set up. Ball floated in the air to Sturm. He gets across midfield, gets pushed out of bounds.
It was a good play by Dakota Mackey there in the open field. Looks like we got some extracurriculars, little
Oh,
flag.
boy,
I'm
late
not real
flag.
sure what they called there.
Yeah, also
That's on the Knights. I almost guarantee it.
dangerous play there on that screen. The quarterback backpedaling and in the air, feel like forever.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
wow.
kidding.
Oh, wow. North.
On both sides of the ball that have really
Yeah.
been game changers.
Yeah.
But that's part of the game.
14 from the 43-yard line of the Patriots.
Spread here, no backs for the Patriots.
Looking. Oh, looking for the
Bryson on
in-breaking
the
route.
rollout.
And here comes the
Looks like he's
Carpenter.
going.
Carpenter's got a little bit of room. He'll go out of bounds, get slammed down.
Oh,
in the flag.
that's bad.
Here's
Bad
the flag.
call.
We saw
That's
it the other
terrible.
way. I figured we'd see it right there as
terrible.
well.
I don't even know who they called that on.
I don't know. Was that on my ear?
And I'll also say that's not a.
Just under 10 minutes. Patriots driving down to the Northview Knights 36-yard line. First down and 10. Carpenter back pass once.
Just like the fastest person on the field.
Mercy.
That should be Damon's second touchdown of the day. He's explosive. Clearly a track kid. If he gets past your linebackers, good luck. Tie ball game.
Up and good. Tied at 21. 9:41 to go. Brand new ball game. We'll be right back.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021, Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Along with our title sponsor, the Indiana Army National Guard, we also have Farm Bureau Insurance with Michael Bonomo, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, and York Automotive. 21 apiece, 9:41 to go, fourth quarter. My dad always says the game never starts until the fourth quarter.
This one definitely isn't, Walt.
Oh, you can't kick it out of bounds.
Yep, that was out.
You cannot kick it out of bounds right there. Ooh. You want to get to the sideline, I get that. But
You know, something I'm wondering right now, Walt, a lot of the Northview linemen going both ways.
Yeah.
A lot of those Terre Haute North linemen are not.
Right.
I just wonder, are some of the big dogs up front getting a little bit tired?
The Northview Knights scoreless so far this half. The Terre Haute North Patriots have scored on their last two possessions.
Of a momentum shift.
Yes, Carpenter 3 touchdown passes tonight.
Yeah, he looks good. I mean, we knew he was good. We
Had
knew he was
one
gonna be
really
coming
bad
in.
throw.
Yeah,
really bad throw.
Yeah,
That one block, he gets
on the
it.
counter. Needs to put that
5
ball
yards.
away.
If you can take 5 yards, right? You'll take that.
Don't want to fumble right
yards.
now. Nope. Got to keep a hold.
Hits.
And really seriously the
Yeah.
last, half a year or so.
Good.
He's definitely put on some serious muscle.
Going to need it this year.
Second
Not that
and
he-
4 here for the Knights.
High snap,
Quick handoff
Holman.
to Holman.
Up the middle,
Easy
first down. No cuts right there. Just put your head down and go, right?
Get your 6 yards. I tend to wonder if the Knights start moving a little bit more slowly.
Drive, they started moving a little more quickly.
But right now, specifically,
Yes, I
I wonder,
agree.
do we see this play clock
Yep.
get under 5 every single time they snap it?
Keeper.
QB
Stutter step. He was pity patting for about 10 yards as he was trying to wait for Holy came, but he did get
The Braves have to feel good about that.
Yep.
Counter here
What
to
a win,
Holman.
though. Holman hits the hole.
Great running there by Amir.
Very
Like
close
15
to another
yards.
first down.
I think maybe both teams are getting a little tired.
Yeah.
Maybe some cramping on both sides. I'm seeing Jaden Waite here in at safety, so they've even made some adjustments defensively. I think maybe Terre Haute North for this final fourth quarter might get their guys out on the field, but You know, Jaden looks like he's kind of hobbling around a little bit. If I had to guess, I would say cramps. I don't know, though, for sure. I don't think he's %.
A 17-yard touchdown scamper for Kyle Conti, and kind of hold your breath type moment right here.
Yeah, the first one, something was not right.
Sutherland.
Oh,
no, a bad.
Oh, my
Got to get the ball. Get on the ball. And that, my friends, could be a big moment, as we just mentioned. 7:17 to go, fourth quarter. Knights up 6. We'll be right back.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the
Shaw Chiropractic is a big part of Clay County and Northview sports. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael are the specialists you need to help you feel better. If you're an athlete, a farmer, work in a factory, or just work in your backyard, you need the benefits of chiropractic care. Shaw Chiropractic is located in the Kroger Strip Mall in Brazil. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael Shaw, your friends for chiropractic.
And a squibber right around the 42, 43-yard line. 7:02 to go.
Coach Raich has seen enough of number 23
I think
get
so.
in the open field. I love that squib kick there.
Yep.
You know, have somebody else show you that they can beat you, because other than you know, Damon and Blundell tonight, Amir has done a pretty good job on that. They're going to keep running power at you. The Patriots are going to keep dumping it down to Damon Sturm in the flat, and if he can gain 15, 20, 60 yards, they're going to take it.
That was a big play that you want to hit on that right there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're going to keep running it. So hopefully Jace can get out there a little bit quicker, see Sturm, break down, make the tackle, because he's made us look silly a few times today.
Empty once again. Here comes Sturm. I think getting out of bounds. I talk about self-preservation. I think it's extremely important.
3rd and 5.
Big play call right here. And
to the right again. Looking
Sturm
for Sturm in
grabs
the
this
flat,
one.
turns it up.
Grabs the first down. Tiptoes down the sideline.
Wow.
No, can he stay in bounds almost? Down to the 27. You thought you had him at the chain. He dodges a couple, and it breaks one off.
Damon has to have, I mean, if you count that one that got called back, he's got to have close to 150 yards receiving probably.
Yeah.
Running out to the flat. Bryson's hitting him, and Damon's making something out of nothing.
Sturm dodges one. Not 2 and 3, though.
No.
Got hit in the hole, and how, I tell you, when you have the luxury of having a young man like that, you know, but for Northview, when you look at their schedule, you know, look down the
looking
field,
for the
boy.
comeback. But I think Blundell slipped on his route, so Bryson went ahead and took off.
You take what you can get, and 3rd down and 9 now. Clock is stopped at 5 minutes, 48 seconds.
I think the Patriots know they need to score here, just the way the Knights have ran the ball tonight, that if they get the ball back with 5 minutes left, I think we know what the Knights will do to try to run the clock out.
Looking for the
deep.
Oh, pressure. Here comes Carpenter, eluding the pressure, getting out of bounds.
Walt, I'm going to be honest.
You got to trust your. You got to trust your route, right?
He was there. And they had him. Yeah. That was maybe the first time all night that they've had. He's never going to see that kind of.
First measurement of the night leads to a first down. First measurement of the night leads to a first down for the Patriots, as you heard the fans over on this side. As first down, it's Friday night, will be in Owen Valley as South Putnam comes to town. 7 p.m. kickoff. South Putnam at Owen Valley will be our feature game of the week next Friday night. What a feature game we have this week. Terre Haute North here at Northview.
Probably
they
down,
call the ball out.
Down. They can't, and that's a late hit.
Take this lead with a 6-point deficit. That was a big play right there. Big turn of events.
Yeah. You know, that could have been the ball game right there.
Patriots coming with pressure. Conti trying to beat that pressure.
Again.
Gets to the second level. First, I don't know.
Flags here.
It was either a face mask or a hold. The Knights are moving backwards. And
Patriots have got to get a stop here.
They sure do.
To get Bryson and company.
The defense is fighting and clawing. They want the fans to make some noise. You hear the cowbells, the fans screaming. The one thing about the penalty, Brock, it knocks them back. Now it's 1st and 12, but you take more time off the clock.
Yeah.
That clock runs.
It runs.
1st and 12 from the 38. Oh, he moved from the 43. That's big.
Ooh. Just feeling a little sloppy in the last, 5-6 minutes or so. I think the boys are getting
in the clock. Why?
It runs. So again, let's see 15 seconds. Let's see when they snap it.
5 seconds.
All right,
Better be.
Nope. They're
gonna have too early.
Go.
Way too
Inside,
early.
Holman.
Step on.
Down.
First
Stays
down.
in bounds.
Got him.
Smart.
48. Stays in bounds, as you said.
Yep.
They'll move the chain.
Yep. 5, and this is exactly where they're not down. Since Terre Haute
clock
North
never
home
stopped.
Yeah, I think it technically should have.
It definitely did not. Definitely did not.
Maybe, hopefully, since Terre Haute North home with the second straight win for the Northview Knights over the Terre Haute North Patriots. If they can, almost positive that's never happened in football before. What a block by Amir Holman on Aiden Carter.
Yeah, just threw him down.
But like I was saying, Walt, almost positive the Knights have never beaten the Terre Haute North Patriots.
Down to the 15 to the 25-yard line. Forget that.
You can just kind of feel it, Walt. This, unfortunately for the Patriots, that final fumble down there on the 15 is
only turnover of the game. Because it's clock stoppage, a player down. That weight, I think possibly weight even on the clock. We'll take a step aside quickly for an injury timeout and be right back.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
There has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
3 minutes and the clock is now running.
They were, but it's going to.
Oh, my. We just talked about it. You got to hold the ball. Northview was going on for the game-clinching score. You have to secure the ball. North opportunistic. They fight.
Left here for the Patriots, so we will get to see the 2-minute drill. Huge play by the Patriots defense. No question on that one. Walt Bryson's fumble down here, a little unsure. They got behind. Kyle punched the ball out. Knights need to stop here. Let's see what the Patriots. I love that they've moved Jaden Wade into the slot. I think they go to him here. They did not get to run it.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Carpenter back to pass.
Stern.
Looking deep. Looking deep. Oh, what a play by the Knights. The last possible second, Caden Floyd saves a massive play for the Patriots. Whoa.
Off Caden's help.
Touchdown right now.
Yeah, they are definitely looking for Blundell. I can't recall. Walt, I'd have to go back. I don't even know if they've thrown.
Carpenter screen, blown up!
Play by
Holman meets him at the point of reception.
He's not going to get overly, worked up about it. He'll at least show you that, hey, I've made those plays before. So let's get back to the huddle and try to get this dub.
1:35 stands on the clock. 4th down and 10. We saw on 1st down the little end around that didn't work. 2nd down with the deep pass.
That end around play was egregious in my opinion.
Okay.
But again, flat with wide open has worked all day. So you got to give Coach Rates credit. If something is working, he's going to keep doing it. I don't even know that the end around on 1st down was even necessary. Now, if it goes for a touchdown, then hey, it looks brilliant or whatever. But there's been some really easy pitch and catch opportunities. Stays in the slot here. They're going to look for weight. I don't know that Bryson has thrown him a ball tonight. I could be off on that. Amir is not on him. They're going to go to Jaden Wade.
Oh,
here.
timeout. Did Knights get a timeout? They did. 1:36 to go in the 4th quarter. We're going to step aside quickly and come back with the conclusion after this.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1802 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
We could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
National Guard.
Riddell is your best option for your banking needs. The Patriots are not happy as they did not get the flag called.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
The referee got yelled at. It was a total incompletion. The referee got but here we go. Patriots ball on the 30-yard line.
Well, they say turnabout is fair play. We got fans looking at us like, oh boy, we just got a gift right there. Wow, what a...
Patriots ball here on the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:20 left.
Still not out of the woods of the Knights. Pressure in the backfield. Looking, Sturm, can you wrap him up? No. Oh no! He got dump trucks. Looking for the flag. The flag was not on the hit. There was some talking after the hit, which drew the flag. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We're going to be right back.
If somebody's kind of on the fence of going and reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you because our organization, we look for students who want to go to college. We also have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look both ways for cars.
No cars. All right, let's go.
But Daddy, why do you have to hold my hand?
To keep you safe. That's why we look for cars. I'm watching out for danger to keep you safe. For danger to keep you safe.
Daddy, who watches out for you?
Protect your family and loved ones with Micah Bonomo.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that...
He's been shadowing 5 all day. Aiden Robinson on 5 now. I think Bryson Carpenter knows what he wants to do with the ball, though they are shading Tyler Lee over to Jaden Waite.
Looking for him right now. Carpenter steps up in the pocket. Goes at him. Ball's up. Oh, it is on the ground.
He caught it. He caught it. Nope, he didn't catch it.
Trickles away harmlessly enough.
Those Patriots receivers are getting behind the Knights.
Yeah, they are.
Outside of Amir, they've been getting behind them the majority of the night, so they've had dots.
What more flags do you have?
Chaos currently.
It's going to be a hat next. Oh, mercy. These players want it so bad, but you've got to keep your wits about you.
This final 2 or 3 minutes has been going on for like 25 minutes.
Bryson Carpenter limps over to the sideline, gets the play. He's saying he's getting hit in the face mask.
Some of the Patriots seniors looks like they're trying to kind of take over their huddle, calm some of their players down. 6-point game, some of these penalties can really end up swinging things. I mean, it's 3rd and in the open field here.
Pressure, the hold.
A hook and ladder, do you have that in the arsenal?
Yeah, you need to.
My favorite play, if I'm taking...
I don't want to make a goal.
1 point maybe in the first quarter.
I don't know why the overrated chant, because,
when you're returning every senior on your team, and I think the Knights have to feel really, really good about this victory.
They should.
The Terre Haute North Patriots are going to be a talented ball club this year. A lot of things happen this game. So I'm really interested to see some of our games later on in the year, Conference Indiana games here on Indiana Sports Network, to see how the Patriots respond.
Yep. Well, that's going to be last play is some despondent Patriots on the sideline going to shake. Also,
I felt like the game there in the first quarter felt like it was really swinging in the Knights' favor. After halftime, the Patriots really adjusted. The Knights didn't score up until the fourth quarter, so they went from scoring on maybe 3 consecutive series to being stopped several different times by the Patriots. Ended up huge, fumble going into the end zone there by Kyle. I know Kyle would like to have that one back, but all sorts of plays this evening that we had a bit of a chaotic game almost.
How else would you want to start week number 1 of the season? And the Northview Knights get a 27-21 victory over their cross-county rival, Terre Haute North Patriots. We'll step aside for a quick break, come back with our postgame show.
Works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Well, the Terre Haute South game tied at 20 in the fourth quarter now, so a very good one there. A great one here, as the much more somber than the Northview huddle. Northview outlasted the Patriots and was able to grit one out. Drop.
I think the big, week 5 here at Indiana Sports Network going against Owen Valley to try to win their conference again, because last year the Knights technically did not win.
No,
WIC had a great historic season, but lost that game to Owen Valley. So I know the Knights aren't going to overlook their next opponents, but I know they're looking down to Owen Valley and a little bit of revenge from last year.
Yeah, you said you can't overlook Greencastle, but then right after that is Sullivan on here, and that was a tough game, 16-13 up at Sullivan last year. So that's going to be a tough one. So you got some things to go before you get to Owen Valley. You want to amend that. But boy, what a big one here tonight. Terre Haute North next week has Indianapolis Christmas Addicts. Should be a victory. No disparaging.
Sure.
But, Christmas Addicts is a basketball school, not a football school, and have a cleaner game.
Another defense not spearheaded by Dennis Rates, and see how successful they can be, because, I don't know what was
1-0 on the season. And the Terre Haute North Patriots looking to get their first win next week at home against Indianapolis Christmas Addicts. So next week, we want to remind you that we'll be at Owen Valley. We have South Putnam against Owen Valley. It should be a very great contest there. Don't miss it, 7 p.m. kickoff next week at Owen Valley. I want to thank our sponsors. Indiana Army National Guard are presenting the title sponsor.
Sports Network, and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.